Hello, gamers. Hello. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. I hope you had a good New Year's Day. Let me go ahead and switch over to game screen. Alright, cool. Everything is being picked up. Back to the scramble we go. Yes, indeed. Back to the Shibuya Scrambling. Hello, Black Blue. Hope you have been doing well. Hope you had a good New Year's Day. Yeah, we are back with some more 428 Shibuya Scramble. Last time... I have no clue. I have no clue what happened last time. Right. Toilet plunger thing. Tama is looking for stuff that accidentally got taken. And we actually did all of Achi's route, so that's cool. That's neat. And Kano got a bad end. Oh well. Yeah, I think we have to go to Minorikawa's roots and hopefully change things for here, I think? Or at least here. And that's how the story is gonna go for today, at least. To be honest, I slept through most of it. Honestly, same. That's exactly what I did too. I was like, I woke up and it was 5 minutes past midnight, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's New Year's Day, I forgot. So... that was me. That was my time. That's a valid way to spend it. Let me go ahead and hop over to Minorikawa's story then. Surveillance cameras. Alright. Minorikawa stood on the sidewalk, weighing his options. Chiaki's phone call had thrown him for a loop. He had expected her to be anxious about doing interviews, but wow, she was a real basket case. Still, that didn't change the fact that he had a schedule of his own to keep. The surveillance camera story had to be his top priority. Chiaki would just have to find some way to fumble through things on her end. Well, we saw that on Kano's story, so I don't know. Somehow, I don't think that's gonna work out. He headed on down Dogenzaka, scanning his surroundings as he went. There were cameras set up on street lights all over the place. Right, these are the cameras that Achi's dad had set up around the city. Or, I can't remember if it was Achi's dad or Achi himself, or... No, I think it was Achi's dad, in particular. Yeah. There were so many, it was hard to believe he'd never noticed them before. One over there, another just over here. Electronic eyes peering down on passerbys from high above, where they were tougher to spot. Just how were the people who came to Shibuya reacting to this situation? Hey, you there! Minorikawa called out to a man riding on a bicycle. Hey, you! Stop! The man brought his bike to a sudden stop. Is this the same guy? Yeah, it is. Taisei Yasuda, proprietor of a knickknack shop in Utagawa-cho. Roughly 30 minutes earlier, while he was wandering along the JR tracks picking up lost and abandoned items, Achi foisted his trash onto him, so he's in a bit of a foul mood. Since he's been going along on his bicycle, still picking up things from the roadside. There's a trunk on the back of his bike where he stores his finds. This is the exact same guy. We keep seeing him, but I don't understand what like significance he has, other than, I guess, in addition to this, like in Tama's story, that's the knickknack shop that she went to, where she was like, hey, I have to have this necklace or whatever. So, huh. The man brought his bike to a sudden stop. Huh? What's the matter? He asked. Hi, the name's Minoru Minorikawa. I'm a freelance writer. Okay. I'm just doing interviews for a magazine, and I'd like to talk to you. A magazine? Which one? 4-Star General Gossip. Minorikawa did his best to sound proud. Oh, well, I'm actually in a bit of a hurry here. Minorikawa soldiered on. See that? What are you pointing at? He pointed at one of the nearby surveillance cameras. Oh, okay, not the giant blimp in the sky. What? The man asked. The blimp? Yeah! A massive blimp was indeed drifting slowly overhead. A type of aircraft that floats using the lift provided by an enormous envelope filled with lighter-than-air gas. This envelope, the balloon, is often used for corporate advertising. This particular blimp has been puttering about the skies above Shibuya since last night. That's true. We have been seeing this blimp all over the place. And I think it's like this is the name and the singer of the main song of this game. The only one that has lyrics, if that makes sense. So you gotta be more exact, Minorikawa. Exactly, yeah. No, the camera! The camera watched them both in uncaring silence. Oh, that. What about it? What do you mean, what about it? Those cameras have been installed all throughout Shibuya. They're taking in anything and everything. Privacy be damned. A shocked pallor came to the man's face. Oh, really? He muttered uneasily to himself. I guess I should be more careful next time I go picking stuff up. But yeah, basically that means that the thing that Tama is so attracted to is just basically trash. And she should not be paying so much money for it, but here we are. Here we are. Hey, what are you talking about? Minorikawa asked. Oh, nothing, just stuff. Way to dodge the question entirely. Anyhow, I think there are some good things about the cameras too, the man said hurriedly. Oh? Minorikawa asked. Such as? Well, I mean, they must have helped catch some crooks, right? Yeah, I think you're right about that. Oh, I am? The man looked shocked to have his own statement confirmed. Are you hiding something from me? Huh? No, nothing in particular. The man shook his head vehemently. Nothing at all, really. Well, whatever, Minorikawa said. In any case, if the cameras are helping in arresting criminals, this really is just budget Ace Attorney. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's treasure. I suppose, but when that treasure is worth, what is it, 200k yen or whatever? I don't know. I don't know what how much Tama is supposed to be paid. It's like, kind of debatable. There are some places where people just don't want to be watched. Wow. For instance, how would you like it if someone set up a security camera inside your home? What do you mean? I mean, a burglar might try and get into your home. If you had a security camera, you could be alerted right away. Isn't that kind of an extreme argument? Nope, you're the one making an extreme argument here. What? The man stared, bewildered. You're saying it's okay for folks to film people around town as much as they might like, but not take a look inside people's houses. Yeah, I guess I am, the man mumbled. Minorikawa snorted. You don't think too deeply about things, do you? He mocked. Okay, Minorikawa. Alright, Minorikawa, we're off to a great start. The man huffed in indignation. There. What are you on, Minorikawa? How is a camera on the street the same as a personal home? I have no clue what point he's trying to make right now. Like, I don't understand the through line here. Surely he's saying words, and they make sense to him. So good for you, bud. I don't see the problem, he said. I mean, it's a normal enough opinion. To want to bring down crime, but also protect privacy? Well, yeah, so if they're just going to set up cameras around town, I'm okay with that. Minorikawa grinned inwardly. You're being naive, he said. Way too naive. Naive about what? By now, the man was getting worked up. Once you start letting people watch you some of the time, you'll eventually let them do it more and more. That's how the world works. A simple change in camera angle is all it'll take to steal the last traces of your privacy away. That's kind of funny coming from you. Doesn't 4-star general gossip get all its scuttlebutt by invading the privacy of others? True! Since when are you people concerned with personal privacy? Meaning what exactly? Minorikawa asked. You know damn well what I mean. Have you no shame? Look at this guy's face. He's just like, man, get me out of here. I don't understand. Why me? I've got nothing to be ashamed about, Minorikawa exclaimed. If some celebrity scandal breaks, I write it up in the form of a top-class, socially conscious expose, I'm sure. That's the Minorikawa seal of quality. The man rolled his eyes. Please, as if anyone's ever heard of that. Your everyday freelance reporter would say some... Who's speaking right now? I think it's Minorikawa. Your everyday freelance reporter would say something about how security firms have no right to use cameras to disrupt personal privacy. But not me, oh no. I'm the only guy who'd write a first-class piece on the subject. And you wanna know why? The man's only response was a doubtful look. Because privacy only exists for me to utterly demolish it. Alright. Alrighty then. Minorikawa finished with a prideful grin. Seriously, what is he talking about? Bro, what? Exactly, what is he... Why? That's nothing but journalistic arrogance, the man railed. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'd rather have surveillance cameras any day, if the alternative is some weird gossip piece. This time, Minorikawa didn't have a handy retort. An awkward silence descended over the pair. Okay, well, I'm gonna get going now. Right, I see. Minorikawa muttered to himself as he busily scribbled in his notepad. The man was visibly taken aback. Thank you for your cooperation, Minorikawa said at last. You gave me some good stuff. So was he just trying to rile him up to get some answers at the very least? So he has something to report about maybe? I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't understand how your mind works, bro. He held up a hand to forestall an angry retort. I realized I probably got you a bit riled up. You'll have to forgive me. What? The man peered up at Minorikawa in disbelief. This is just my interview style. Sorry, I know it's a little unorthodox. Oh, so that is. Buddy, you're a weirdo, you know that? The man said. True. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Minorikawa laughed. So can I go now? Sure. I'll quote you as passerby A in my article. Sure, whatever. The man muttered. He quickly sped off on his bicycle. I assume we're gonna see that guy in everyone's story. So we saw it... Well, no, we haven't met in Tama's story. So Minorikawa, Achi, at some point Kano, and Osawa, if Osawa ever leaves the house, I guess. If Osawa ever leaves. And then finally back to Tama, probably. Minorikawa now had some material for his surveillance camera piece. He wanted to organize what he'd managed to put together so far. He decided to head toward his next interview location, keeping an eye out for a cafe where he could stop to work on his copy. I think you mess up Kano. You mess up Kano's whole entire life. Okay. That's the second time that you've done that, actually. You and Kano seem to cross paths a lot. He used the map included in the project proposal to guide him. It was hard to read the words and make out the details, but it looked like the Nokane building, where the Burning Hammer demo was being held, was just down Center Guy. There was no indication of which floor the event would be held on, however. That made him a little anxious, but he'd probably be able to find someone to point him in the right direction once he got into the building. He spotted a cafe up ahead. "Coffee, please!" he shouted as he strode inside. He slumped down in an open chair. Hopefully he'd be able to hole up in here until 1 o'clock, working on his article. Oh, okay, so this is what you want to spend the rest of the time block doing. Okay. All right, cool. If he couldn't have it done by then, finishing the whole issue by the end of the day would be a tall order. He pulled a cigarette from his overcoat as he waited for his computer to boot up. I don't believe that he smokes. I don't believe that. That doesn't fit with my image of you. I think Osawa smokes. All right, sure. Sure. Having a smoke was Minorikawa's little trigger for going into writing mode. What is writing mode? The state of being in a mood to write some text. As Minorikawa goes about his job, he switches between writing mode, interview mode, food mode, and sleep mode. When busy, he'll sometimes go into writing mode and food mode at the same time, sometimes even straying into sleep mode in the midst of food mode. When he's even busier, he'll eat and write mid-interview while nodding off. This is known as the ultimate mode. Yeah. Ultimate Danganronpa-ness. He stuck the cigarette in his mouth and lit it up. I need one of those triggers. I need to get into writing mode more often. Yeah, yeah. It's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard. I feel like I struggle with that as well. But also, don't go into ultimate mode. I feel like ultimate mode is, not really helpful. With the first heavy draw of smoke, he felt his mind focus. The rough idea for his article came to his head nearly fully formed. All he needed to do now was to get it all written down. Finally, his laptop finished booting up. "Took you long enough, pal," he muttered to the computer. His hands leapt the keyboard like a predator pouncing on its prey. What is this music? It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. It's something that would play in Achi's story, I feel like. In a matter of moments, he had hit his stride. His fingers clicked away. One by one, lines of text filled up his screen. A waitress stepped up beside him. "Excuse me, sir." But Minorikawa was in writing mode. He didn't even hear her. Sir, I beg your pardon. Hello?" Again, Minorikawa was deaf to the waitress' attempts to get his attention. Does he have an ashtray? I don't think so, actually. That's a good point. "Sir, excuse me." The waitress smacked the table. "Quiet!" Minorikawa snapped. He slammed the table right back. "Don't interrupt me when I'm working. Not if you know what's good for you." The waitress didn't so much as flinch. She leaned in aggressively, getting right into Minorikawa's face. Honestly, kind of based. Ikumi Omiya, employee at Kolabo Cafe, while appearing cute and demure. Oh my gosh, I don't understand the demure thing. While appearing cute and demure at first glance, she's quite strong-willed, frightening when angry. She works nights at a place called the Scolding Pub, where customers rent private rooms on which they are scolded at length by attractive girls. Actual Yakuza stub story, okay. One middle-aged businessman once told her, your face looks simply marvelous when you're angry." Wow, world building, amazing. "Sir, I hate to bother you, but I have to ask you to please refrain from smoking." Minorikawa blinked. Huh? "This is a non-smoking establishment, sir." "No smoking?" Minorikawa asked. The cigarette bobbed in his mouth as he spoke. The waitress pointed sharply to the sign on the wall. True. The words "no smoking" were spelled out clear as day. "We ask that patrons please do not smoke so that other customers can fully enjoy the aroma of their coffee, and also not to ruin Kano's life. Please." The waitress drew herself up in arrogant triumph. A woman sitting at the table next made a face as she tried to fan the smoke away with her hands. That would suck. Smoke, I mean, obviously I don't need to go into like the negative health benefits of like smoking and stuff like that, but just like smoke smells so gross. It just smells awful. So I agree with this. Customers all around the shop were glaring at him. You guys don't know the first thing about the aroma of coffee, Minorikawa scoffed. The scent of coffee only truly comes to life amidst the choking stench of tobacco smoke. No? No? What are you talking about? The waitress's only response was to jab her finger again. Hey, now we're getting ace attorneyed. But this time, she didn't point at the sign. She pointed to the door. Cool. Sir, if you're going to smoke, please take it outside. Interesting. Oh no. He moved to another cafe. Cuz I was like, how does this work if he's supposed to run into the father-in-law? Sometime later, sitting inside the cafe La Trick, Minorikawa lit up his third cigarette. At last, a safe refuge. Honestly, if you're gonna do this, I feel like you should separate the cafe into like a smoking area and then a non-smoking area and have like a big wall between it. And even then, it's kind of eh. It's kind of eh, but I think that's how you should do it. Did he change his clothes? Yeah. Wait, yeah? How wait. He did. He... No, wait. Yeah? He might have taken off the coat and then maybe he had this other jacket underneath, I guess? I don't know. I don't understand how he works. Oh, he just took his jacket off. Yeah, I think so. It had taken him quite some time to find a place that allowed smoking after he got kicked out of the first cafe. An overcoat with a suit jacket underneath. I see. Yeah. Okay. Then that makes sense. In recent years, many cafes and restaurants have phased out the concept of the smoking section in favor of prohibiting smoking across the board. Yeah, I kind of get that. This makes a place like La Trek especially important to smokers. There are large air vents in the ceiling to help keep the interior more agreeable to those who do not smoke. I don't know if that really helps, but okay. Now he was in a rush to make up for lost time. His fingers flew over the keyboard at lightning speed. The more he wrote, the harder he focused. At this rate, he'd have the story wrapped up in no time. Today, you hear me? A voice intruded suddenly on his awareness. One of the other customers was shouting. You're breaking up with that fellow today. Minorikawa's fingers drifted to a halt. He looked around to see where the voice had come from. An older man, red in the face, was shouting at the young woman who sat across from him. Please, Dad, the woman pleaded. Stop! You're making a scene. Ah, a father and daughter then. It was rare nowadays to see a father behave so imperilously towards his own daughter. Just how sheltered had he been trying to keep her? True. Pretty good observation there. Minorikawa couldn't see her face from where he was sitting. Yeah. Right, the twins. The twins. Everything aligns. I like have a whole whiteboard with red string just trying to like piece everyone together. It's just the twins. We have not seen this person. Wait, have we? No, I think we saw her face once on Minorikawa's not Minorikawa's, on Kano's phone. Okay. I don't know, man. Tama just needs to take off the cat costume. And I feel like that would clear up everything. But his interest was piqued. Should he move to another seat where he could take a look? No, he reminded himself that he needed to finish his article. I feel like I want to do this, but let's be real, this leads to Kano's bad ending. I don't think we did. We didn't see the whole phone where Kano's partner, when Kano's partner looked at it. Oh, okay. Okay. Then in that case, I doubt the game's gonna let me get close enough to see her face. Let's just go with the correct choice. Besides, if this young lady looked anything like her father, he'd just as soon pass. Wow, okay. Minorikawa went back to his typing. It took a few minutes to re-establish his writing groove, with the two still bickering across the room, but thankfully he soon regained his focus. How rude. I know, Minorikawa, out of everyone, I feel like has no filter. No filter whatsoever. He's just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I don't care. What's that? A strange beeping sound broke Minorikawa out of his writing reverie. Upon looking up in confusion, he found his attention drawn to a young woman at another table. And then one of these, and one of these. Oh, and this, and this, and this. Oh, I know who's talking. And then one of these, and one of these. Oh, and this, and this, and this, and that too. She finished with a broad grin. Yep. Let me just repeat that order back to you. 1 Japanese-style beef patty, 1 spicy fish roe spaghetti, 1 chicken casserole, 1 French onion soup, 1 fruit parfait, 1 chocolate parfait. Okay, well, 2 parfaits. 1 deluxe chocolate parfait. Will that be all? I know, like, Cheery is supposed to be, like, the resident, like, fat character of, like, haha, look at her, she's so fat, or, like, whatever. I don't personally find it funny, but okay, it's like, but Cheery honestly isn't even that, she's not even that big. So the casting here is very interesting. The waitress anxiously awaited confirmation. Are you sure you want this? Ryoka Kakinuma, a second-year student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. Oh, you were the person that Achi saved in the very beginning of his route. I remember you. Okay, so you were on your way to work here, if that tracks, I guess. Yeah. I love how it's so easy to tell who it is just by how she orders. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I know what time block we're on. I know what's happening here. I can see it. I don't think she's meant to be fat, just a big eater with an endless stomach. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Just kind of she can she can stomach anything, including burning hammer, which is can kind of kill you. Can kind of kill you, question mark. So she's just unfazed by it. She was hassled by a pair of hustlers on her way to work and showed up 5 minutes late for her shift. The manager told her that those 5 minutes were coming out of her pay, so she's a bit irritated right now. Wow. You forgot the large caramel shake. Aren't you supposed to be looking for something right now? The customer was a full-figured young woman, astounded at a nearby table. Oh, my apologies. The waitress quickly jotted down the addition to order. That'll do for now, the young woman said. For now? Yikes. She's actually planning on ordering more after that. Marveling at this display of appetite, Minorikawa went back to typing. Now what? He heard the strange beeping sound again, subtly different than the first time. And this time, it was closer. Seriously, what the heck is that? I need to get to the bottom of this, or I'll never be able to concentrate. Well, never mind. I need to focus on finishing my article. Okay, don't get involved with anything. Just don't do it. Well, never mind. I need to focus on finishing this article. Minorikawa immersed himself in his writing again. Before long, he stopped worrying about the curious sound. Oh, what is that sound? What is that sound then? Dang. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I take 2 bites of food and it's just like, I'm stuffed. I could not possibly. Which is always awkward during like holiday season, mealtime, holiday, like holiday Christmas meals and stuff like that. So impressive, honestly. The plump young woman set about devouring all the food she'd ordered, despite the strange looks she was getting. She looked so happy. Good for her. Now that was an appetite to be reckoned with. It took her under 3 minutes to polish off the lot. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Then, looking not the least bit sated, she picked the menu right back up. Was she seriously going to order more? Tama is crying on the street. Tama is literally crying on the street, being like, I just want money. And Chiri is over here being like, man, that was some good food. That was some really good food. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. I go into the meal thinking I'm starving, and yet I can't even finish half of a single dish. Yeah, it's that exact feeling, honestly, where it's like I'm so hungry, and then 2 bites later, it's like, man, I'm so stuffed. Well, good night, guys. Something like that. Minorikawa was starting to take an interest in this young lady. There might be a story here. He conjured up a series of headlines in his mind. Woman inhales 30k calories in 3 minutes. This is the equivalent of 100 pieces of shortcakes, 300 glasses of milk, or enough steak and rice to feed about 30 people. Alright, cool. No, he needed something with more punch. Food for thought, an expose on obesity. No, that was no good. He wasn't writing for a fashion mag here. A gourmet day in Shibuya. Alright, that one's better. That was it. That one's less mean. He'd be able to whip something up if he went with the foodie angle. Minorikawa got up from his seat. She looks so suspicious. Like, why? Hello? That's pretty impressive, he said to the hungry diner. Do you always eat that much? The young woman glared back at him. Not always, she said. Suddenly, tension filled the air. Whoops, was that way too blunt of me? Probably. I mean, she is a young lady after all. Maybe I should change up my approach. Who the heck are you anyway? The woman asked. I'm a freelance writer. I was hoping I could do an interview with you real quick. You want to interview me? The suspicion was plain on her face. I do. I mean, girls all over the world worry about their diets, right? I hear that, yeah. So would you be willing to share your secret or your technique or whatever for how to eat without getting fat? What, me? Okay, so the game acknowledges it. It's like, Chiri's honestly not that big. She's not, like, super, like, super big or anything. Sure, I mean, looking at the figure you're maintaining despite eating all this food. I like your expressions. The young woman's expression brightened up. Oh, you noticed? There's actually a lot that goes into all this. Yeah? The basic thing, though, is to eat 10 meals a day. Minorikawa struggled to keep his jaw from dropping. 10 meals a day? She flashed him a chubby-cheeked grin. You don't know how diets work, do ya? She chuckled. Eating only 1 or 2 meals a day, that's what'll make you fat. You gotta space your food out into smaller portions throughout the day. Okay, but this wasn't a smaller portion. That's the fundamentals of dieting. That's true. She's true. Like, she is correct. But okay. Right, but what happened to the smaller portions part? Exactly. Minorikawa had to bite his tongue. Ah, I see, he said. Any other pro dieting tips you could share? Well, for the basics, I'd say always drink protein instead of tea, yeah? Drink protein all day? Seriously? I'm a bit scared if this is what she actually considers a small portion. Yeah, kind of concerning. Don't worry about her. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Once again, it took all of Minorikawa's willpower to keep his thoughts to himself. Let's see, what else? Oh, there's this stuff called Burning Hammer too, but... She trailed off with a little wince. Wait, Minorikawa perked up. Did you say Burning Hammer? Oh, you know it? I've heard of it anyway, Minorikawa replied. He decided he was better off keeping his plans to head to the sales demo a secret. There's a sales demo later on if you're interested, the woman said as if she were reading his thoughts. Though, full disclosure, I am working for them right now. She handed Minorikawa an advertising pamphlet. There was a more detailed map for the venue included. What a stroke of luck! Now he didn't need to rely on the crummy map in the project proposal anymore. He'd have no trouble finding the venue with the building's various floors all broken down for him. Cool, so if we hadn't done this, if we had ever got up to look at like, hey, what's that beeping? We probably wouldn't have gotten this, is my thought. So we would have gotten a bad end. And actually, I gotta get back to work, the woman said. Sure, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to hang back and finish up my copy here. The woman left the cafe, and Minorikawa went back to his laptop. Now the question is this a good thing or a bad thing? True, you never know with this game. I imagine it must be a good thing, but we'll see. We'll see in like 5 minutes when all of a sudden Minorikawa freaking dies or something. I don't know. He takes some burning hammer and then it's just like, oh my gosh. And you get a bad end. He'd gotten some new info on the Burning Hammer sales demo, but he'd also lost some more time. The surveillance camera piece still wasn't finished. It was going to be a near thing to get it done before the sales demo started. Yet, instead of returning to his writing, he got out his cell phone. What if Toyama had gotten another of his crazy ideas? If he tried to hang himself again? The thought had Minorikawa too worried to work on his copy. He'll be fine. We saw him in another timeline. He'll be fine. The phone rang several times before someone picked up. Mr. Toyama, where are you right now? Minorikawa asked. Right now? I'm on the run, somewhere near Shoto. An upscaled residential district. Bleh, I feel like I kind of like garbling my words today, so sorry about that. Despite being smack dab in the middle of the city, it's a quiet neighborhood, rife with greenery. The residence of the former governor of Tokyo is here, built on a massive 2,200 square meter plot of land. There's a shady hotel district a short walk to the south, making for quite the juxtaposition. Toyama was speaking in an oddly hushed tone. Shoto. After you left the office, some guys came by to collect on my debts, so I made a run for it. Oh, I see. I assume that, well, maybe that's not true, but I assume that's Achi? Maybe? I don't know. Some decision we made with Achi. Maybe not. Yeah, actually maybe not, because if it's divided into time blocks, then we didn't do anything with Achi during this time block, so it didn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. Um okay, so he wasn't dead, but the situation was still pretty bad. Look, we'll get you through this somehow, Minorikawa said, hoping it was true. Just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. Stay where you are now. You need to get back to the office ASAP. Hmm. I'm gonna say stay where you are. Maybe because Tama... In Tama's story... Where's Tama's story? Here, we gotta keep out. So, like, this is the correct choice. So, with that in mind... Yeah, and this is the exact same time. So don't go back to the office. Just stay where you are. And go do something fun. Just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. Stay where you are now. Stay where I am. But what am I supposed to do? Toyama's voice dropped in and out. It sounded like he was moving quickly. Find some place to hide and just lay low for a while, Minorikawa told him. All right, Toyama said weakly. He hung up. Minorikawa let out a deep sigh, then turned back to his laptop. Keep out. Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. Well, awesome. Neat. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Shoot. Okay, we can now do Kano's story at the very least. And then everybody else, I assume, is still locked off. Which is kind of impressive. Honestly. That was sudden. Yeah. It's like... Minorikawa might be my least favorite character, but like when the writing in this game is so good, you can just get so invested in someone's story, and then all of a sudden the game's like, Lamayo, no, go do something else. And it's like, dang it. Alright, fine. We'll go talk to Kano and see what he does. So I don't have to go any further, right? Right, no. We just have to start here. Alright. Letting the crooks wander around wasn't going to bring Maria Osawa back to safety. Of that, Kano is now certain. Okay, this is new. Shoot, it's bleeding pretty bad, he heard someone say behind him. Who the frick is this? Who are you people? I don't know you. Oh, this is the people that Achi beat up. That guy is still unconscious. Okay. He turned and saw two young men carrying another along. There was a towel wrapped tightly around the third's head. Hey, what happened? Kano asked. He looks dead. Yeah, he looks kinda dead. Shut your mouth. Kano blanched. Oh, Sasayama, hi. And the attitude. He's trying to help. Another voice cut in. It was Sasayama. Had he finished dealing with the girl by the station then? What happened to your friend? Out of my way, man. I ain't afraid to kick your ass. Look, cut the crap and let me take a quick look. Sasayama unwrapped the towel around the young man's head. Oh my gosh, he's so beat up. Okay, well, maybe that's not Achi then. I assume that's friggin... what's his name? Kiryu? That was probably Kiryu's doing or something. Ooh, that's nasty. The young guy was a little more than a kid. His head was soaked red with blood. He appeared to be unconscious. They couldn't just leave him like this. They were in the middle of a job. They should probably call juvenile affairs. They were in the middle of the job, but they couldn't just leave him like this. They should probably take him to a hospital. I I don't know. Just call juvenile affairs. Let somebody else take care of it. They couldn't just leave him like this, but they were in the middle of a job. They should probably call juvenile affairs. Part of the communal safety section, which handles crimes pertaining to public decency, finances, pollution, and so on. Juvenile affairs deals with misconduct and criminal activity involving minors. Since many SOS members are underage, the Shibuya Precinct's Juvenile Affairs Division has been ramping up its efforts to deal with the gang, although one detective in particular has been using this as an excuse to go on patrol at arcades, ignoring his duties to fuel his video game addiction. I wonder who that is. Will we ever meet them? Maybe it's Sasayama. Who knows? Kano took out his cell phone so he could call the precinct, but Sasayama stopped him, then showed the two youngsters his badge. Oh crap, you a cop? Sasayama nodded. Who you kids with? The Bamps? The Bamps? Bamps. Shibuya's number 2 gang, its leader Sohei Ikari, has gathered some big mean dudes in an attempt to make Shibuya his turf. The gang's leadership is inferior to that of SOS, but on an individual level, its members tend to be stronger in a fight. Word is that the rise of Bamps is one of the reasons SOS has been growing more combative recently. Ah, I see. SOS, admitted one of the young men after some hesitation. Who attacked you? Yo, it ain't like that. Was it like, what was it like then? Infighting? The young man was silent. Sasayama must have been right on the mark. Yeah, so it's Kiryu then. In the course of his police duties, Kano picked up a fair amount of street gossip from the young people in Shibuya. Lately, the scuttlebutt about the legendary SOS gang was that they were dealing with some internal strife. Look, don't worry about it. I get it. There's a hospital just down that way. Hurry up and get him there. The young man batted off Sasayama's offered hand, then quickly hauled his friend away. Okay, so they went to the hospital anyway, just without us, which is good. That's what I wanted, essentially. Sounds like SOS is on the verge of breaking up with all this infighting, huh? Kano asked. He kept his eyes on the young men as they headed off. Yeah, seems like it's been pretty rough. You know, what with the original leader leaving and all. The detectives in juvenile affairs were well acquainted with SOS's original leader, Achi. That would be Achi Endo. Initially, SOS was nothing more than a small group of like-minded young people who hung out together, but as its membership grew, the general public began referring to them as a gang. Word has it that back when Achi was in charge, gang members never started any conflicts themselves, but simply responded in kind when others brought fights to their way. The stories were like something out of an after-school special. There were tales of them taking down gangs who sold drugs to kids, or breaking into Yakuza front office to save their friends. Literally like a dragon. Okay. The detectives in juvenile affairs took these stories with a grain of salt, but if there was really young people like that out there, Kano hoped to meet them someday. Alright, it seems like we got past the worst of that bad end. Cool. The detectives had to hurry to catch up with the man they were tailing. He was still strolling along, seemingly in no particular hurry. They kept him in sight as he crossed another pedestrian overpass and circled back around. Still following the same MO, huh? Sasayama grumbled. Guess so, Kano said. How'd things go with the girl? He was careful not to take his eyes off the mark as they talked. You were right. She's not a part of this. Just one of those street evangelists or something. Oh, even, Wait, I can do this. Okay. Well, really? So she's not the interview person? I thought for sure that she would be Minorikawa's friend. Well, shoot. Oh, yeah? Yeah, she kept asking me, but are you really happy with your life? Wigged me out. I bailed out of there quick. Dang. So, I mean, I still made the right choice, but for the wrong reasons. Cool. So, Sasayama, I'm thinking the attache case is going to get handed off again any moment now. Huh? Sasayama peered at the mark, who was scanning the plaza he'd just entered, apparently looking for someone. I take one side, you take the other? Kano suggested. Alright, now we're getting some detective work. Sasayama's eyes went wide. Say what now? That way we apprehend both perps involved with the handoff. Sasayama didn't reply. Look, HQ isn't thinking about the hostage's safety, Kano said. But that needs to take priority here. Sasayama's face took on a rare solemnity. Disobeying a direct order is not something to do lightly. A detective's behavior is governed by the Local Public Service Act. Article 32 states that a detective is to faithfully follow the orders of his superior in the course of his duties. Yeah, but we're not doing anything fun. So, I don't know. Violating this is punishable by a warning, reduction in pay, suspension from duty, or dismissal. In the event of a warning, not only is the individual expected to submit a formal letter of apology, but pay raises may be delayed or performance bonuses cut. It's fine. Don't worry, I'm gonna solve the whole case and everyone's gonna be like, wow, you really were the best, or I don't know, something. Then, after a moment, he added, but I'm on board. I'm sick of all this wandering around anyway. That's the Sasayama I know, Kano replied with a chuckle. Sasayama gave him a silent thumbs up. The two detectives took up position on opposite sides of the plaza. Oh, I see. And they ringed each other to stay in contact. Right. Kano called up Sasayama on his cell phone. You ready? He asked. Just give the word. There were only two non-Japanese people in the nearby crowd. Both were eyeing their surroundings anxiously. Kano was certain the handoff was about to take place. And then... Well, if it isn't Mr. Toyama. Who's talking right now? Who's saying words? Kano's ears perked up at the sound of an aggressive greeting, the voice dripping with feigned cheer. Oh. Oh. My bad, bro. Sorry. Don't worry, I'll go back to the other timeline and fix that. My bad. He whirled around to see two tough-looking young men confronting a father and his daughter. The older man looked pained. Please, just hold on, he said placatingly. I thought we agreed on 4 o'clock. The young man snarled. Don't you try and play dumb with us, buddy. It's nothing like that, I swear. My girl is just hungry, so I stepped out to... Yeah? How come you didn't just order delivery, huh? Yes, right. I suppose that would work too. Don't you me, man. Kano watched the argument uneasily. The stranger's altercation put him in a bit of a spot. The crook he was tailing probably wouldn't risk handing off the case with an uproar like this going on. What's going on over there? Sasayama asked. I'm not sure, Kano replied. Looks like some kind of argument. The suspects are gonna get wary on us. It's gonna screw up the whole handoff. Yeah, I know. So do something about it and get over here, Sasayama said. What? Find some way to shut them up, then get over here. Oh, sure, alright. Kano headed toward the argument. He was only halfway there when Sasayama called again. He sounded panicked. Hey, Kano! He made a run for it. Not a... alright, well, I'm definitely gonna have to... I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go back and redo that choice. Huh? Oh crap! The man they'd been tailing had vanished in the brief time Kano had taken his eyes off him. Wait up! Kano shouted. Sasayama was racing after the suspects, and Kano rushed to join him. This is a really funny shot here, but okay. The man was surprisingly quick, however, and neither detective managed to catch up. In fact, they soon lost sight of him amidst the teeming crowds. Frantically, they dashed through the streets as fast and hard as they could. We lost them. Oh, we lost them, Sasayama admitted at last. Damn it! He stamped his foot on the asphalt in disgust. Director Kuze? Kano gasped over the wireless. I'm sorry, but we lost the man with the attaché case. There was a heavy sigh on the other end of the line. Kano braced himself. He wasn't going to be able to weasel out of this one, just with an I'll do better next time. Sasayama. Oh, wait, no, that's not the voice I gave him. Sasayama! Kano! Get your asses back to the precinct! Kuze, out! Yeah, there we go. That's the good voice. With that, Kuze switched off the line. Well, shoot. Back to the precincts. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Kano knew full well what that meant. They were off the case. There was a gnawing in his gut. If those two punks hadn't shown up, if only Courie hadn't made that specific choice. I know. No, if that father and his daughter hadn't turned up, he might have been able to apprehend the suspects. I love the goofy music. Yeah. Don't let it get you down, Sasayama said. I mean, paper pushing can be kind of fun. The look on his face, however, suggested he didn't think it was fun at all, not one bit. With the air of the two men headed to an execution, Kano and Sasayama trudged back toward the Shibuya precinct, and they were never seen or heard from again. Yeah. Ah, shit. Alright. Number 18, back to the precinct. Kano was taken out the gate. Okay, yeah. I know what I have to do. Dang it. I feel like for Kano in particular, I just get so many bad ends. But, it can't be helped, I guess. Alright. Let me go ahead and... out over here. Where was that choice? Was it here? It was here. It was this. Alright, cool. Well, it is just about time for a break. Let me go ahead and set down my controller. When we come back... when I come back, we will be jumping into more of Minorikawa's story, because oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy, I made the wrong choice. So, yeah, let me go ahead and switch over to Burb. Alright. If you are here, you know the usual. Go stretch, get some water, get a snack, do all that fun stuff. And I will be right back in just 5 minutes so I can drink some water and stuff like that. So, yeah, see you then. I am back. Where is the game screen? It is here. It is here. Da, da. Alright. Okay, cool. Let's hop back into Minorikawa's story and do the thing that must be done. Thank you for the welcome back. Alright. Alright, so don't do this. You need to get back to the office ASAP. You need to get back to the office ASAP. The office? But they'll find me there for sure. Toyama's voice was a little more than a pathetic whimper. It's a little bit of reverse psychology. The last place the debt collectors are gonna think you went is back to the office, right? I guess. Sure? Ah, I see, Toyama said. He sounded impressed by the suggestion. For now, just stay hidden until I can get these articles finished. All right, Toyama said weakly. He hung up. Minorikawa let out a deep sigh, then turned back to his laptop. Okay, cool. Well, awesome. Great. I love playing all of 10 seconds. But that ended... Did that end in a different place? No, I think it ended in the same place. Yeah, the exact same place. Okay, cool. Well, time to go back. Time to go back to Kano's story. Pincer attack. You're right. There's no choice to make. So I think we just start here. I'm on your phone. You ready? Yeah, just get the word. Okay, we're gonna do this. No distractions. And then... Huh? No. No! 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 This... Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Interesting. I thought I made the right choice there, but... Do I have to... No, wait a minute. Is it something in Tama's story, maybe? Do we need to search together? So that you don't run into him? Possibly? I don't know. Sure, let's try that. We're gonna try that real quick. Back to the goofy music. Let's go together! Let's go together. And so, Cheery and I head out in search of the truck. Wait a minute, doesn't this change? Oh. Okay, cool. Well, it still happens. Great. Oh, doesn't this change the whole entire section with Minorikawa? Oh, shoot. Shoot. I just said, oh, pardon me. I hop back onto my feet and ow. We do the same exact thing because we're a couple of dummies. The kid just doesn't care at all. Okay. Oh, but it continues. I don't know. Let's just see where this goes, I guess. As we make our way back down the road, Cheery's eyes light up upon a cafe. Man, I am super hungry, she mutters. Not now. We have to find that truck. Yeah, I know. I stride purposely along, and though Cheery flashes the eatery a long, lingering look, she falls into step behind me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. You'll wander around for another 10 minutes or so. Tama looks absolutely ridiculous. Looks absolutely ridiculous. We don't see any sign of a truck, though. It really is good and gone, huh? 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 Wait a minute. Wait, what? Chiri's gone. She must have slipped away from me at some point. Oh, okay. I take a quick look around, but there's no sign of her. When did she split off? She was just there 2 or 3 minutes ago. It's 12:35. Oh no. It seems like I'm gonna get another kicked out. Okay, cool. The sales demo starts in 25 minutes. What do I do? I don't have time to go looking for Chiri. Guess I'll have to keep searching for the truck by myself then. But I have no clues to go on, so I don't know how I'm ever going to find it. Ah. What should I do? And then I gotta keep out. Cool. Did that change anything? Oh, it did. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Wait. That completely wiped out his timeline. Alright. Alrighty then. Cool. What does that mean for me? If I go here, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. If I go over here, no, don't go. No. All right. Interesting. Can I not? I assume I can't. Oh, I can. Oh no, I can't. I can't skip through this. Okay. And he regained his focus. Okay, cool. There was a beeping sound. It was kind of crazy. Whatever it was, I did not care at all. Interesting. It reset all the choices. It was just like, this never happened. This never happened, basically. Okay, cool. Just focus on the article. Stop worrying about the curious sound. Uh-oh. Time passed. Eventually, the pace of his writing slowed a bit, and Minorikawa glanced at his watch. It was later than he'd thought. Pretty soon, he was going to have to head over to get the interview from the people. Uh-oh. Huh? The proposal, it's gone. Crap, where the heck did it go? Alright, well. Alright, let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Let's split up, gang. Let's split up, Scooby Gang. We should split up and start from here. Nursing my own sore head, blah blah blah. It's 12:35. What should I do? All right, cool. All right, good. Did the choice not save? I think the choice saved, but I have no clue. I think maybe I have to make a different choice on somebody else's timeline. Maybe. Is my thinking. Alright, cool. All of this came back. Because I've already done it. Neat. Awesome. We can try again just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says B. It says B. We'll get through somehow. Just keep your head, stay out of trouble, stay where you are. Right. So it's saved. It knows that we're on the B choice. In which case, we don't do anything in Tama's route. I don't think we have to change anything in Achi's route, because it says to be continued. So, In that case, it's either Kano or Osawa. I'd be interested in going back to Osawa. I don't know how he ties into anything, though. This game is usually pretty good about saving your choices. In my experience, your last choice came back even after a reset like this. Yeah. I see that. I see that now. Which is good. Makes kind of backtracking a lot easier in this game, at the very least. Surely we can't do anything in Kano's situation. Oh, well... we can do one thing. We can do one thing here. I don't know how Osawa ties into anything. Let's go back and get them to the hospital, and maybe that will change something. They were in the middle of a job, blah, blah, blah. We should take him to the hospital. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just try something. They were in the middle of a job, but they couldn't just leave him like this. They should probably take him to the hospital. Kano offered to help carry the bloodied young man, but Sasayama stepped in front of him. He quickly flashed the two youths his badge. Oh, does it not matter? Fake choices. Fake choices. Alright, cool. The beauty of this game is that you never know how anything is connected until you do. Yeah. I can definitely see that. I can, or rather not see it, but sense it. That's the case. Oh crap, you a cop? Hey, buddy, you kids, BAMPS, SOS, SOS, your tracked is blah 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 blah. Can I skip through this? No. No. Alright. Don't worry. The hospital is just down that way. And then they left. And then they left. Alright. You know what's the original leader? So it seems like that choice does not matter. Which is fine. That's fine. I doubt that will change... What does that change, though? Yeah, we're back here again. They kept sight of him. Alright. You were right. She's not a part of this. Right. Okay. I take one side, you take the other. Okay. We're back here again. Okay, we can. We can. Yeah. It'll lead back to the same bad end. Well, in that case, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Surely there's nothing I need to change over here. Surely. Unless I'm missing a jump. I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. Let me go ahead and go over here. Hello, Saruka. I am. I'm having a good evening so far. How are you? How have you been? Security. Lab security. Tanaka whispering. Oh, right. I forgot about that. I forgot about him. Shouldn't this be open now? Didn't Hitomi send the message? I think so. Or am I crazy? I don't know. Let's check. Let's check. Tanaka whispering. Okay. Here. Ah. Said no, you cannot skip. You cannot skip at all. Cool. New Year's has been nice and relaxing for me, thankfully. That's good. That's good. Yeah, New Year's was pretty peaceful for me as well. I feel like I kind of just zoned out, and that's honestly the best way to spend it. It's just kind of relaxing. So I'm glad time zones have lined up for me to catch another one of your streams. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. Time zones are ridiculous sometimes. So, glad you could make it. Even if it's just for a little bit, I'm glad you could join us. Okay. Take a look. No, I can't. No, like, please, this is not what you think it is. Wake up, open your eyes. Sir, just open your eyes. Surely this is open now. Here, take a look at this. Huh? Osawa blinked, bewildered, then refocused on the phone. He could never have anticipated what he saw on the LCD screen. I'm crying. I'm crying. No. No. Okay. I thought Hitomi sent the text. Hitomi, what were you doing? Alright, cool. Oh, well, when did Hitomi send that text? Was it here? It was. It was around here. It was around this time. Yeah. Okay. I assume the keep outs will, like, the game will alert me when a keep out is open. I don't know entirely. But with that being the case, I think the only story at all is probably Achi's, even though we're technically done with his. Huh. There must be a combination of choices you haven't made yet. Yeah, I'm... Oh. Dog is angry. Dog is growling. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Alright. Maybe it's... My thing is, why would they label it as keep out if these weren't like the completely correct choices? Kano is definitely a bad end. And then Achi's just done. Like, he's just not there. Whose story do you jump to at this time? Whose story do you jump to at this time? Minoru Minorikawa. At 12:45. You do what? Why? Why? Why do you do that? They never said keep out as correct choice, just that you can't continue until something changes elsewhere. That is true. That is true. Ground his teeth in frustration. At the same time, Minoru Minorikawa is grinding his teeth while trying to keep with the schedule. Surely if I start back here, I'm just going to start his story, right? Yeah, start back at 12:35. Minorikawa looked at his wristwatch and gritted his teeth. A red herring of sorts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Suruka. I think it wasn't meant to be a link. No, I see your message. I've never heard of this game before. It seems interesting. Is it on Steam or itch.io? I assume itch.io Stream Elements was just like, no, you can't do that. No, shut up. You can't do that. No worries. It is on Steam. It is on Steam. I don't think it's on itch. But it's on Steam. It's on sale frequently, so you can go and check it out. My bad. No worries. No worries. I need to look into Stream Elements stuff. So you're all good. It's not Stream Elements. Twitch has will detect anything as a link if you post two letters right after the period. That is true, but it does say that Stream Elements specifically deleted it based on my settings. So you need more times for a sales demo. Huh? 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 What did I do? Wait. Call Toyama. Advice for Toyama. Amazing. Toyama. I don't, what I do? Okay. Yeah, there's usually a lot of times where they use a keep out when the choice is fine for a current character, but result in a bad end for a different one. Probably to save the work of writing more for the current character. I see. Okay, that makes sense. But Twitch is the one telling Stream Elements it's a link. Okay, I see. I see what you mean. Well, then, yeah, in that case. Right. I don't know what I did, but yeah. Yeah, I love gaming and making correct choices. Cool. Awesome. As he was slipping his laptop back into the bag, his cell phone rang. He looked at the screen and saw Chiaki's name listed as the incoming caller. Was she done with her interviews? Hurriedly, he picked up. Chiaki, how's it going? Hi, Chiaki, who I thought I saw, but I definitely didn't. Hi. Several wet sniffles came through the receiver. Hey, are you crying? It's no use. Chiaki's voice was indeed punctuated by sobs. People won't stop to talk no matter how hard I try. Oh, come on. This again? Really? I can't do it. Don't worry about paying me. Just please let me go home. Come on, Minorikawa. Just let her go home. My bad for typing it like that. No, no, you're all good. You're all good. It is something I have to work out in my settings, cuz I want to find a good way to balance it where sometimes if you have a low number of viewers, you'll get like a ton of bots in the chat that are just like buy viewers here and stuff like that, and that's really annoying. So I need to balance it in a way where it's like they can't post links, but you can, if that makes sense. So um I can't do it. Don't I can't do it. Let me go home. Minorikawa was already operating on a too tight schedule. He didn't have time to worry about Chiaki on top of it all. Look, just slow down and take a breath. Try to keep at it a little longer. You should have seen this coming when you first called her. Her shyness was practically pathological. But if he cut her loose now, all this frustration would be for nothing. But I can't do it, Chiaki whined again. I'm sorry, I really am. Look, just calm down. Minorikawa was practically screaming into the phone. Just stay where you are until I get there, okay? Got that? Whatever you do, just don't move. Leaving the money for his coffee on the table, he strode out of the cafe. Street interviews were tougher than they looked. Not many random passerbys were willing to stop and do a back and forth. That is true. You had to essentially haggle a person in order to get an interview. So, yeah. Still, being able to talk to people on the street was a fundamental skill for a freelance reporter. All Minorikawa wanted was for Chiaki to put in a little effort and make it happen. Although he found her personality frustrating, he actually quite liked her writing. Ah, I see. Oh, there's a lot of messages. Hold on. You can have filters to look for specific messages or add Seribot. Oh, Seribot. That's true. I have seen that around. Seribot might be better. People who have been verified by the mod can post links. That might help with the bots as well. Right. Right. And I did add like 3 people, including including you, Black Blue. I did see that option. So you can, Black Blue, you can post links. You can post links. Congrats. Um but I think I don't know how. Yeah, cuz I added you as a regular. But then everybody else is just like, well, you don't have to be like super regular, but I still want you to be able to post links. So I don't know. I don't know how to go about doing that. Reading her words, you never would have guessed what she was like in person. If she could just break the right story, he was sure readers would be quite taken with her. There was no time like the present. The plaza outside Shibuya Station was as crowded as ever. Minorikawa looked around, and soon they spotted Chiaki. Yeah, there you go. You can post links. Yeah. I just have to make sure. Maybe I'll look into Seribot then, and hopefully that can take care of the issue, so other people can post links as well. Um, Minorikawa looked around and spotted Chiaki. Hey, what are you doing? He asked. Oh, it is. It is you. What are you doing? How are you existing as you are? I thought you were somebody else. She was hunkered down in front of the statue of Hachiko, squatting in an odd position. Who are these children? A group of kindergarteners were gathered nearby, peering at her with sadness in their eyes, like she was a stray dog or something. A pair of girls from Midoriyama Academy's kindergarten. They always hang. Are those twins? I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Why are there so many twins? They always hang out around the train station after school. They're quite fond of killing time inside the Tokyo 5000 series display car, the new landmark by the Hachiko entrance. The beat cop at the station's police box has nicknamed them the Kinder Partners. Amazing. When I lived in Tokyo, I would visit Hachiko on my way home after uni every day. I miss him. Oh, that's so. I have yet to see him. I don't think I ever saw him when I was there. So I love when people will put clothes on him for say Christmas and stuff. I've seen pictures of that. I've seen pictures of it. It's so cool. I don't know. Imagine me being partial to dogs and animals, but I like cute stories like that. Cute stories, kind of sad, kind of depressing, but I don't know, they're very nice. So, yeah, yeah. A group of kindergartners, blah, 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 like she was a stray dog or something. What's this all about? Minorikawa asked. This is how I end up when I lose all my self-confidence. I just want to hide. Oh, for crying out loud, get up, will ya? I I don't wanna. Stop crying! Chiaki sniffled and wiped at her eyes. Let me ask you this. Minorikawa stared down at her. What was it that made you want to be a freelance writer? I... Well... Okay, no, I don't think these are twins. I don't think these are twins. Who are you? Who are you, children? I guess 'cause I want to try my hand at writing. A dangling bit of mucus bobbed in and out of Chiaki's left nostril as she spoke. Gross. Okay, Minorikawa followed. And why's that? Well, I'm too embarrassed to say. Chiaki hid her face in her hands. Okay, never mind that then. Right now, you have a task that's been handed to you. You can't just say you can't do it. Minorikawa tried to keep his tone calm. No magazine in the world is going to let a novice writer just write about whatever they want. You have to prove yourself first, get your fundamentals down. I already know all that. Minorikawa took the notebook from Chiaki's hands. The kids. I can't get over the kids. Like, who are they? Who are you people? Hey! She squeaked. Wait. You've only talked to one person so far? There sure wasn't going to be a story in that. Yeah. Well, not a person exactly. Wait, what's this here? It's kind of cute. It's kind of an adorable photo. Wait, what's this here? A cat? Bakineko. Aw. I mean, yes, there is a person inside a cat costume, which we can jump to right now. Do I want to jump to this person right now? Yes. Sure, why not? Sure. What should I do? Where could the truck that took the burning hammer possibly have gone? I'm standing there racking my brain when I hear a voice call out from behind me. Excuse me. Hey! Hey, buddy. Oh, I see. That's how they met. Are you, happy with your life right now? Okay, awesome. I turned to a woman holding up a notebook. Huh? I mean, I just... Sorry. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? I do not have the time for this right now. I'm more than a little busy. Oh, no. I mean, I understand it. Oh, no, I mean, I understand if you can't. She's giving me this hyper-intensive stare. I can't tell if she's trying to be intimidating or if she's actually afraid of me. Something about her is definitely off. Way too jittery and suspicious for my liking. Alright, Tama, but you're literally a person in a cat suit just walking around, so you know what? I don't think you get to judge. Whatever she wants, I'd rather not get involved. I'm actually pretty busy, I say. Oh, look at all the dogs in the background. Oh, but, I mean, just real quick, it'd be a huge help, please. But, please, I really, please. She bows so many times, it looks like she's one of those drinking birds. That gaze is piercing. It was a piercing gaze. A toy bird that functions by means of simple heat engine mechanism, causing it to continually dip its head into liquid and then rise back up, sometimes falsely claimed to be a type of perpetual motion device, once a common sight in offices the world over. Oh, I thought it was a perpetual motion device, but it's actually not. Alright, today I learned. I can't help but feel bad. I guess I'll give her a few moments of my time. Well, I assume that the right option here is to keep talking. I can't help but feel bad for this poor girl. I guess I can give her at least a few moments of my time. Alright, but please make it quick. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. She goes back into drinking bird mode. So, what was the question? Oh, right. So, are you, happy with your life right now? Well, right now, as you can see, I am a cat. And there was silence. Oh, a cat. Yes, I see, a cat. So, yeah, I'll put down cat. I really love the little effects that they do in Tama's route to simulate animations. I love those too. I think it really adds to the comedy. Perpetual motion can't exist on Earth. We can get close to it, but gravity will always slow down any device to an eventual stop. Right, yeah, that is true. I thought it was more like you have to start it and then it eventually will slow down, if that makes sense, and then you kind of start it again. But you're right, perpetual motion is not real. Right, very little force to continue moving. Yeah, exactly. Um, but interesting. Today I learned. About that mechanism. A cat. So yeah, I'll put down cat. She just writes the word cat in her notepad. Right, thank you. Huh? Are we finished already? Yes. Yes, we can finish right here. She hangs her head a little and looks away. Okay. All right, awesome. It was nice knowing you. You're cool, I guess. Well, that sure was quick. I'm not sure I get what that was all about. Did I really give her enough to be useful? As you can see, I am a cat. I doubt it, but hey, at least it was over fast. Girl, what? I head off in search of the burning hammer once more. That Aya Kamiki poster is literally everywhere. It's literally everywhere in this universe. No matter where I wander, though, I don't spot the truck anywhere. Now there's only 15 minutes before the demo's supposed to start. I'd better make my way back to the venue. Maybe Cheery had better luck in her search. Ha ha, ha ha, you're so funny. I can't wait to figure out how the cat is relevant. The cat is gonna take off the mask and then secretly be the sister of somebody. The older sister of some pair of twin sisters, and I don't know who. That's my theory. Back at the break room, I'm met by Mr. Boss, who positively radiates despair. As he usually does. You're like a cockroach. Did you find it? I'm sorry. I tried. Oh. Boss's shoulders slump further at my response. Have you heard from Cheery? I ask. No, nothing yet. I guess she's our last hope. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. All of a sudden, Mr. Boss holds up a pendant. The situation is rough. I'd like you to wear this. It's a miracle stone like the one I saw back in the storeroom earlier. Oh, that was me talking. It's a miracle like the one I saw in the storeroom earlier. This ought to kick up your luck a notch. Now I see that Boss is wearing another miracle stone around his own neck. Using one bit of sham merchandise to help find another. Nice. This is the pinnacle of pitiful. That's what this is. Hurry up, put it on, before the luck runs out. Mr. Boss's eyes are all bloodshot. Something tells me that refusing his request wouldn't be wise right now. How do I put it on top of my head? Like, if my head is so big, or I guess you could just unclasp it and put it around, but would that work? After a moment's hesitation, I take hold of the pendant. The stone is blue and glittery. Is that Cheery? Mr. Boss squeaks. He whips out his phone. No, sorry, he mutters after listening for a moment. I think you have the wrong number. Guess it wasn't Cheery after all. Okay. And yet he stays on the line. This guy has to be one of my favorite side characters in anything ever. They really picked the perfect person to express comedy in still photos. I love, like, the facial expressions for him in particular. They're just so good. They're so good. It's exactly like you say. Like, they needed a comedy actor, and they were like, that you will be perfect. And yet he stays on the line. Huh? What is this? Like, what is this expression? Really? His tone suddenly does a complete 180. Yes, please. Thank you so much. As soon as he hangs up, Boss strikes a victory pose. It's a miracle! Burning Hammer is back, baby! Huh? The recycling guy realized his mix-up and returned the boxes to the loading dock. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Whoa, for real? You girls did great. We did nothing. Like, actually nothing. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I've never seen someone come so close to literally jumping for joy. I'm going to the prep room. Or the demo room. I'm going to prep the demo room, even. Tama, you go bring Burning Hammer inside. With that, Mr. Boss practically flies out of the room. Your voice for him is spot on. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying my best with all of the voices. But, not all of them work, but some of them are fine enough. No way, I murmured to myself. This thing didn't actually work, did it? I examined the Miracle Stone more closely. Right, and there's also this weird tie with Tama and the, like, occult magic or, you know, things like that, it seems. I examined the Miracle Stone more closely. It just looks like some kind of toy jewelry. That guy wasn't even relevant in her own story. True. I wish that I actually get paid my 20k yen. Okay, hey, worth a shot. Well, it might work. Who knows? In this story, it might do anything. With the Miracle Stone still clutched in my hand, I hurry out of the loading dock. I braced myself, but wait a minute. I just had a oh my god, oh no. Achi, what did you do? I braced myself before actually stepping out the door. It's not there. Oh no. Where is it? I look and I look, but I see no sign whatsoever of any burning hammer. In a panic, I call the recycling guy. Well, I definitely returned it to the loading dock. I can assure you of that. If you're telling me it's not there right now, unfortunately, that isn't my responsibility. Cool. He hangs up. Didn't even sound like he cared. I look around a little more, but to no avail. Yeah, it's definitely not here. Did someone else take it, maybe? Maybe a guy named Achi? As I hang my head... Surely not. Wait a minute. Because... the boxes should still be there. It's just that they should all be broken. As I hang my head in dismay, a middle-aged man in a sanitation uniform passes by, hauling a big garbage bag. He flashes me a curious look. What do we do, Tama? Mr. Boss freaks out when he hears Burning Hammer's missing. Please, you gotta give me something. I'm not really sure, sir. Now my boss is an even bigger wreck than he was before. This job is toast. Any money I was going to get paid is going up in smoke. Just like all my hopes and dreams at this point. I guess maybe we could try and sell the Anagachis? That has nothing to do with anything. Or something? Right, yeah. And Tama as well is like the whole comedy team here, the whole comedy trio of Boss and Tama and Chiri, it just works really well. Like they're all so well cast and acted, I think. It's not much of a suggestion, but it's all I've got. Mr. Boss looks at me intently. Wait, what did you just say? Huh? What did you just say? Or something? No, before that. I guess maybe we could try selling the Anagachis? I can almost see the wheels turning in his head as a smile slowly creeps onto his face. That's it? That's it? That's it! I'm certain I see an actual gleam in his eyes. Right then. I guess that's our only real option. No, wait. This is a sign. That burning hammer didn't just vanish by coincidence. Oh, no. He jolts to his feet, his eyes still positively aglow. All right. See you later, Onagachis. We're about to knock you right out of the park. Yeah. Those mouth flaps are terrifying. I probably don't need to tell you how the event goes down. Shoot. All right. Well, time to hop back. All right. We'll finish the story. I probably don't need to tell you how the event goes. We don't manage to sell even a single Onagachi. Turns out, hey, people are really creeped out by eels, and our customers have no problem letting us know that. Very impolitely, I might add, as they storm away in a huff. There were customers? Customers? Plural? But Cherry said she likes eel salt pork and sushi. I hear Mr. Boss mutter to himself as I get ready to leave. Wait. Huh? Huh? Well, it was a sales demo. They were trying to get customers. Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, the fact that anyone showed up at all, other than Minorikawa, is kind of impressive. If only... How did you take off the suit? If only we hadn't lost the burning hammer, if only Achi hadn't done what he had done, things would have gone so much differently. Or not. Maybe they'd all gone pretty much the same. Pretty much, yeah. You know, I probably should have listened to my gut earlier. Agreeing to take on this job has brought me nothing but trouble. But who are you? Tama! Alright, cool. Bad end. Awesome. You'd be surprised at the curiosity of random passerbys in the street. True. I guess that was it. Just like curiosity, and maybe they took a sample when we were handing them out. Nobody's gonna have any luck. Why did Burning Hammer disappear anyway? Well, the sanitary worker saw another pile of trash to dispose. Somewhere close to 240, someone winds up breaking the bottles, turning them into useless garbage, but who is that? Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Somewhere close to 240, you say. So here. Also, didn't they say that they could have taken off the suit at any time, but it would require breaking it, and she didn't want to pay the security deposit? Yeah, they did say that. I just meant like, oh, okay. You're just like, you know what? It's screwed. I'm screwed either way. So, you know what? Who cares about the security deposit? I'm surprised she just kind of went like that. Okay. This guy will not give up. At the far end of the alley, he could see a forklift parked beside a pile of cardboard boxes, and we decided to... Throw the boxes. Surely not. Surely this will also break something. Maybe there will be some left. Achi snatched up the nearest box, turned, and threw it at the man with the cane. The box was filled with something heavy. This ought to do some damage. He watched with satisfaction as it struck the assassin in the face. The man staggered sideways. Here, have another. All right, Achi, let's slow down a little bit. One by one, Achi hurled every box in the pile. And one for the road. The last box wasn't properly sealed. It broke open as it struck the pursuers, sending several bottles flying. Oh, but only one box broke? Mayhaps? They shattered as they crashed onto the street, splashing red liquid. The assassin dropped to one knee, scrubbing at his face with his hands. Achi looked on in surprise. He couldn't possibly have hit the guy that hard. Peering at the man more closely, he saw that he was splattered in red liquid, and as we know, this stuff is a literal death. So, yeah. Apparently, the stuff in the bottles had gotten in his eyes. Now's our chance. Achi took off with Hitomi, leaving their pursuer kneeling in the alley. Alright, so that should end that scene. And then after that, I should be able to skip all of this. Surely? Surely. Okay. Where's the last reread section? Here. Oh yeah, the inspiring music. And so there you have it. Alright. I think we can skip through most of this. I assume there might be something different with the guy because he has a burning hammer in his eye. There might be something different there, but otherwise I think we're all good to go. I'm surprised the liquid got in his eye, but not the broken glass. That's fair. That's fair, actually. How does that work? The only helpful thing Achi had done was going around picking up trash. And that was why Suzune's idiot brother... Yes, yes, indeed. Did your friends know about your sister? I didn't tell them. It's fine. Hitomi understood. Not again. Alright, well, he's fine. He's completely fine. Whatever. If you shoot us here, people are going to come running. I'm very interested in what he means by, like, stay out of this, Achi, because you don't understand that Hitomi is actually the mastermind, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she's that sus. But I don't understand what he means by just like, please get out of the way and stuff like that. So. Once she's dead, you'll understand. You might not have to play through all of it. If you go back to the timeline, Achi might still be at his regular ending. Oh. Oh, well. Shoot. Shoot. Well, that would have been a good time to test it. Crap. Alright, well. I will keep that in mind for next time. Thank you. Alright, cool. What am I doing now? Oh, I see. Yes. So... surely Tama's story must be better now. We can also do Minorikawa's, that's fine. I assume... well, no, Kano is still Kano-ing. No. And Osawa just has nothing to do with anything. What is this guy doing? He's just like, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Alright, cool. Let's head back for now. Sometimes there are choices that only affect a small chunk of the current character's timeline. In those cases, you can, once you get past that bit, you can go back to the timeline. Okay, I see. And that would make backtracking a lot less tedious. I see. Alright. I assumed I had to play through it to completion, just to make sure, like, just to make sure that it definitely 100% saved. But no. Okay. The game is pretty good at saving, then. Alright. I don't spot the truck anywhere. Can I go further down? I wish that I actually get paid my 20k yen. It's worth a shot. Maybe. Possibly. I braced myself before actually stepping out the door. There they are! It's there! It's really there! The cardboard boxes are scattered all around outside. Wait. Scattered all around? What happened to them? Don't even worry about it. Are they intact? That's all that matters. I suddenly have a very bad feeling about this. Apprehension gnaws at me as I open one of the boxes. Surely not. Achi. Achi. No! I shriek and my vision dims. The box is full of bottles of burning hammer, all of them smashed to pieces. To be What? What? I'm sorry? Oh, I guess that was the end of the time block. Okay. And so Tama was just like, well... What the hell? That was a... I don't know. It's like, it's a serious bad end, and yet, because it's Tama, it's so, like, weirdly goofy for some reason. What's worse, losing all the boxes or finding them all broken? Apparently, losing all the boxes. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I'm very interested to see what happens, but for right now, I think we're all set with Achi and Tama, which is good at the very least. Broken bottles here. Good. Broken bottles elsewhere. Bad. Very bad. It is about time for me to call it. I think... And I don't want to... Well, no. This is at 55. This is about to end. Okay, let's do a little bit of this, and then we'll call it. I'm sad we didn't get to see any of Osawa today, but I don't know what's going on with him. So, let's jump back. Wait, what's this here? Tama, a cat? No, I mean, yes, there was a person in a cat costume, and then they said they were a cat, and then I was like, cool, thank you, and then I never spoke to them again. I thought since I couldn't see their face, it'd be easier to ask them stuff. Hey, you're copying. They're copying her. Fine, whatever. Now get back out there and get me some more. Minorikawa steered Chiaki toward the passing crowd. What, now? Yes, now. We got no more time to waste. I'll even stand by and watch for a minute. Now enough with the excuses and get out there. Whose children are these? Is this the biggest mystery of the game? Minorikawa looked on as Chiaki wandered through the crowd. Her anxious demeanor seemed to repel everyone around her. On the rare chance she did manage to flag someone down, the way she stammered through her initial questions made them take right off again. After a minute or two, she shuffled her way back, shoulders slumped. See, it's hopeless. Okay, some advice. First off, you aren't approaching the right people. Some people are clearly in a rush, you know? You're not going to have much luck trying to flag down a businessman who's visibly in a hurry. Now, folks who are waiting on someone, couples, groups, they're going to be less on their guard. But I mean, if I do manage to nab someone, how do I keep the conversation going? Chiaki asked. That was indeed the tricky part. Whenever I get an answer I'm not expecting, I get all flustered. True, same. Same and real. Chiaki, have you ever played tennis? I mean, yes, the back and forth of like a ping pong or tennis. Yes, that's an analogy for conversation, but tennis? Well, yeah, I was in my school's tennis club. How convenient. She struck Minorikawa as being more the manga club type. Yeah, true. But that was neither here nor there. Okay, that'll make this simpler. What's more fun, rallying with an opponent, or hitting the ball off of a wall. Rallying with someone else, of course. Minorikawa gave a hearty nod. And why is that? Because when you hit the ball off the wall, you already know where it's going to come back to. Revelation dawned on Chiaki's face. Oh. It's the same with interviews, Minorikawa said. Don't get flustered. Enjoy the rally. But I don't think I'm composed enough to enjoy it. Don't overthink things. Just let yourself enjoy the small talk. Small talk? Oh, I'm sure I'm not any good at that. She was starting to waffle again. Okay, let me ask you this, Minorikawa said, taking a step closer. Are you happy with your life right now? I'm not happy with my life right now, no, Chiaki muttered. She hung her head in dismay. Okay, so start with that, Minorikawa said. Huh? Chiaki blinked a few times as she lifted her head back up. I'm not happy with my life right now, but what about... I'm not happy with my life right now, but what about you? Like that. Will that actually work? Surely not. Surely not. That still sounds like, I don't know, recruiting to a cult type of thing. Oh, okay. A sliver of liveliness had crept back into Chiaki's voice. Sure. Okay. Minorikawa jabbed his finger right in her face. Right there, he said. Put on that face when you flag people down. Chiaki's smile widened. I'll give it a shot. Thank you so much. Sure thing. Good luck. Aw. Chiaki strode enthusiastically into the crowd. And tried to flag down a Westerner who was walking hurriedly past. Oh, okay. So we're back here in this time slot. I guess? Maybe? Did she even listen to a word I said? I don't know. Wait a minute. 12:55. No. It is a different time. Huh. Alright. Smiling while you declare that you are miserable with life and asking for other people's opinions. I'm miserable. What about you? Am I just going to have to teach her everything again from scratch? Then he paused in surprise. Wait a minute, isn't that the professor? Hold on. Okay, good. Whoa. Chiaki had snatched the man by the arm in an attempt to get him to stop. To Minorikawa's amazement, the gambit worked. Before long, it looked like the two of them were engaged in some kind of animated conversation. Maybe she would get an interview out of this after all. Heck, the look on her face was actually somewhat confident. Sometimes people could surprise you once you got past their initial surface issues. Now Minorikawa could head to the Burning Hammer sales demo with a little more peace of mind. Speaking of which... Crap, what time is it? In a panic, Minorikawa checked his wristwatch. Think about this wristwatch. That will tell you how you think about the opposite sex and whatnot. What? What are you talking about? Developer, please please elaborate, please explain. The demo was set to start in less than 5 minutes. Uh-oh. He really was cutting it close. It's okay, Minorikawa. There is no demo anyway. Minorikawa sprinted through the intersection, heading for Center Guy. To be continued. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, that was that was the most random off-topic thing that they put in the game. And I kind of love it. What the hell are you talking about? Alright, cool. Alright, well with that, I think we are all set to end for today. Hopefully somehow we'll get to Osawa next time. Because I miss him. I do really like his route. It's kind of cool. It was really intimidating in the beginning, I think. Where it's just like, what is going on here? But I really like it. So hopefully we'll get to that. Hopefully Kano won't die again. Again for the 4th time or the 5th time or however many times it's been. It's whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. Let me go ahead and set down the controller. And I'm gonna go look for somebody to raid, if anyone is online right now. I think next week I will probably start the week off with some more Shibuya Scramble as the first one, and then we'll go back into Metaphor. So, it was great to see you again as well, Saruka. Thanks for stopping by. Let me go ahead and Alt-Tab. Oh, the person I wanted to raid is offline. I wanted to go say hi to them because I had a little conversation with them, and they were nice. But unfortunately, they're not online right now. Let me go and check and see if there's anyone else I want to check out. Oh, Concon is online. Alright, let's go say hi to Concon. They're playing Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki! Yes. Let's go say hi. So, yeah, let me go ahead and switch to ending screen. If you are here, thank you so much for hanging out for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Have a great night to you all as well. I will be back tomorrow at the same time for a Lock Digital stream. Lock Digital is basically like a puzzle game. It has no story. No story whatsoever. So it's just going to be like a chill, just chatting stream for a little bit. And it will be like a one-off. And then we'll probably be back on either Monday or Tuesday with some more Shibuya Scramble. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to play it. So, but yes, I will go ahead and set up a raid. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.